Craig, Shaka, and Seb here in the ESPNFC studios. Gab, Marcotti, Julien, Laurent standing by as well. Guys, we have some breaking news out of Major League Soccer. Zlatan Ibrahimovic will no longer be with the Los Angeles Galaxy. The Swedish superstar tweeting this today: "I came, I saw, I conquered. Thank you, LA Galaxy, for making me feel alive again." To the Galaxy fans, you wanted Zlatan. I gave you Zlatan. You are welcome. The story continues. Now go back to watch baseball. Aside from the great one-liner, this is a huge, huge loss for Major League Soccer. I don't think it can be overstated.
No, because, no matter what people say about who's brought what over the years, he's just brought the aura of the man himself. First and foremost, a quality player, a huge ego, a controversial figure, but ultimately a guy that he didn't achieve all that he wanted here because his team didn't get over the line, but he did what he had to do. I mean, his goal-scoring record here, no matter the standard, was what it said on the tin. I'm going to deliver for you, and I'm going to be controversial, and you might not like it, I don't care, but this is what I bring. And, I think, for the casual fan, you'd want to go and see Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He would make you more interested in Major League Soccer if you were not interested in it.
Yeah. I think not just for the casual fan, but for football fans in general. You want to see global superstars like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and they don't come any bigger. And especially now, this season, at a time where you had the likes, certainly in terms of European-based or players coming from Europe over to Major League Soccer and making that kind of impact, that visibility and impact. You have David Villa, who's recently retired from football. Wayne Rooney's going into coaching, and now Zlatan seems to be heading to pastures anew. And I just don't feel that it now leaves MLS without that football star who can grab headlines the world over.
Let me ask you about Zlatan, the player. What's left in the tank? How impactful can he be in Europe?
I still think he can, depending where he goes. If it's in Europe, might not be. But depending where he goes, he can have an impact if he's fit. There's no doubt about it, as long as he manages his game time. And I think, as he said and he's alluded to in his tweet, it has given him a new reason, a new zest for the game. I think he enjoyed it in his time here. I think the standard was good for him as well. Living in California, all those things. And he can, I think, go and play a part for a big club somewhere. No doubt about it.
Let's drill down on where he might end up. Gab, what do you think's next for Zlatan?
Well, first of all, you're talking huge loss for MLS. I don't think he said he was leaving MLS necessarily, so let me just throw that out there. I think what we're going to see, I know there's been a lot of talk linking him to different clubs in Serie A, even Don Garber getting in on the act, talking about how AC Milan were recruiting him, whatever that means. I think what we're going to see now is, over the next 6 weeks, you're going to see a lot of his agent, Mino Raiola, going on a Zlatan roadshow around Europe. Maybe not just Europe, maybe China, maybe even the romantic, whipping out the whole romantic Boca Juniors notion, which is good enough for Daniele De Rossi, of course. And he's going to see what is out there. Look, Zlatan has enough money. He's just going to go someplace that he wants to enjoy, whether it's a challenge, whether it's a new experience. And I think what you're going to see is also, and they're very good at doing this, any club that's struggling a little bit, selling them on the idea of what Craig said. At almost any major club in Europe, he could play a role, whether it's a part-time player, whether it's playing every other game, whether it's coming in as an impact sub. We can go and scoff at MLS all we like. If you want to go and discount it, if you want to say that it's 50%, it's twice as easy to get goals, well then he's still a guy who averaged a goal every 2 games or thereabouts during his time in MLS. So and you can get him for free, and you can probably negotiate a pretty good salary deal, and you're going to get a boost in terms of media attention, maybe commercially as well. So he knows this is what makes him attractive. And I think he's going to take his time in making his decision.
Julien, Laurent, what do you think would tempt Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
I think coming back to Europe, I think is the idea more than something quite exotic in South America or even in China or in Qatar or wherever those countries can offer. I think Italy, for me, would be probably the the most likely destination, or at least where he would fancy it the most. You know, there would be a lot of clubs who have already spoken about him, whether that's Fiorentina or Bologna with Mihailovic, for example. I know Don Garber mentioned AC Milan, which was probably a mistake, but I think he would be great for AC Milan, a club with, you know, strikers like Piontek, who's not very good, and Rafael Leao, who's very good but very young. And I think Ibra could fit in that team and could be the leader that maybe that team has been missing this season, for example. So I think there will be a few options for him there and there. I agree with Gab. I think Mino is going to do that job now, or, you know, listening to everyone. I think you're going to see Ibra doing a few interviews in a few different countries for different newspapers, where he puts himself out there as well, saying, hey, don't forget about me, I'm here, I can help your team, I can help your coach, I'll be good for the fans, good marketing-wise as well. So I think we'll have a Zlatan show for the next few weeks, and then he will have to make his mind up of where he wants to go depending on the offers that he has.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPNFC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.